You're welcome to this edition of Power Wheel, a production of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. Federal government commissions new 330 by 132 by 33 kV transmission substation in Molai area of Maiduguri in Borno State. In-house engineers and non-engineering staff of TCN urged to be diligent, build capacity for the execution of more transmission projects. Don't go away as we bring you more of these trending reports from the power sector. I am Chiwenwa Anyao. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has commissioned a brand new 330 by 132 by 33 kV transmission substation in Molai area of Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State. Speaking during the commissioning ceremony, President Buhari, who was represented by the Minister of State, Power Works and Housing, Mustapha Babashauri, said the completed project is one of the numerous efforts the government has made to drive development in the power sector and the country at large.
The commissioning of this substation would not have been at a better time, taking into consideration the increase in generation to more than 7,000 megawatt, transmission to over 8,000 megawatts, and the federal government plans to reach 20,000 megawatts in the next few years through the ongoing transmission rehabilitation and expansion program. I am happy, ladies and gentlemen, to commend the initiative of new TCN management for its tenacity in ensuring that it continues to strive to ensure that it scales all out to ensure that projects are completed and energized.
The minister said the contract was awarded in 2011 to include the installation of 150 MVA transformer, a 75 MVA transformer, and other accessories, which was completed in October 2018 under the supervision of TCN in-house engineers.
This project has added another source of supply to Maiduguri town through Damaturu Maiduguri 330 transmission line and Gombe Biu Domboa Maiduguri on 132 kV transmission line.
He said the facility has improved bulk power supply in the state since it was energized in 2018, saying it has
an improved bulk power supply for Yola Disco to take Malay, Maiduguri and environments, as well as provide power supply flexibility to Biu and Domboa.
The Managing Director CEO of TCN, Mr. Usman Gur Mohammed, said the project had delayed for long before the intervention of the present management. He noted that the substation was completed following the completion of the 330, 132, 33 kV transmission substation in Damaturu, which transmits to the Mole substation.
Completion of Damaturu and Maiduguri, President Muhammad Buhari, within a period of less than 4 years, has put 100% of such capacity in the Northeast. This is something that we should commend, because before the coming of President Muhammad Buhari, we had only 2 of these kind of substations in the entire Northeast. That is Yola and Gombe. Now we have added Damaturu and Maiduguri, which is 100%.
Mr. Mohammed also announced the approval of President Muhammadu Buhari to double the capacity of the brand new Mole substation and that of Damaturu, which was commissioned earlier. He announced other plans in the region, saying,
"We have completed the study that will establish, and we have also secured the funding from the African Development Bank that will establish 132 kV line and substation that will go to Manguno, Marte, Tikwa, Bama, Goza, Chibok, Wuba, Mubi, Gulak, Chada, Ganye, Kwayakusar, Buniyadi, Gashua, Nguru. All those places are going to be having 132 kV line and substation."
The Managing Director of Yola Electricity Distribution Company, YEDC, Mustapha Baba Umara, said the DISCO has benefited significantly from the many infrastructural reform of TCN. He said,
"It's one of the DISCOs that benefited immensely from the TCN intervention.
all of us knew when we were being served through the Gombe Domboa Maiduguri 132 kV line, of which there is a line constraint, there is security challenge. Sometimes you find out that once if we experience a fault along that line, before we get rectified, it will take at least a week or two, because we have to get clearance from the security agents, whereby Maiduguri will be subjected to total blackout during that period.
The Deputy Governor of Borno State, Mamadou Kwa, lauded the federal government for the project, saying it will greatly impact on the lives of the people in the state.
For this essence of this project, as succor and the pushing suffering of people from Borno, particularly in Maiduguri and environment, and also for reducing and complementing the effort of the state government for giving employment to our youth, because most of this, it will boost our economy, it will boost our industrial, being that Borno is known for that.
The management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has commended the in-house engineers of the company for the repair of 150 MVA transformer at Kumbotso substation in Kano. The staff were enjoined to build more capacity so that they can handle transmission projects nationwide.
The Managing Director, CEO of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Mr. Usman Guru Mohammed, during his visit to the 330/132 kV transmission substation in Kano State, recently said the company rewards diligent and trustworthy staff as he urged staff to imbibe those traits.
If we recommend people who are performing, we expect them to recommend people who are performing also, because we can't know everybody. We know those people who are performing. So all of you, I want to tell you that we thank you, and all those people that are involved here, we are going to give you letter of commendation. And I also want to tell you that all of you will find a way of compensating you.
Mr. Mohammed, while addressing the staff, further announced that TCN will upgrade the substation by adding a workshop to it. The substation recently got a 150 MVA transformer repaired and energized by the in-house engineers, and had another 150 MVA transformer delivered for onward installation.
We have also decided that we are going to put a transformer workshop in this place. We're going to put a workshop here. We have one in Lagos and one here. We're going to put it.
Mr. Mohammed noted that with the TCN's innovative initiative of taking over abandoned transmission projects and completing them by using in-house engineers, the company has significantly achieved results by commissioning many transformers.
60 MVA in Uyo, 60 MVA in Funtua, 40 MVA in Zaria, 60 MVA in Aja, 40 MVA in Alimosho, 60 MVA in Bauchi, 30 MVA in Gombe, and several other places. We have installed more transformers in the last 1.5 years, more than what was done in previous 15 years.
He said TCN was installing more transmission infrastructure in Kano to ensure that Kano delivers as an industrial center. He revealed that the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) was planning to construct a power generation company, Genco, in Kano, a move which he said will stabilize the voltage level in the axis.
I can tell you, generation of 631 will take place here in Kano.
Shortly after addressing the staff at the substation, Mr. Mohammed told pressmen that he visited the substation to appreciate the general manager, transmission, at Kaduna Regional Office of TCN, Idris Alim, and his team for fixing a 150 MVA transformer at the substation and for other numerous feats in the region. He noted that TCN was not resting on its oars as there are key constraint areas that need to be fixed.
You are the mirror image of the entire grid. Okay? No matter the investment, if the dispatch and grid management is not properly, are not properly ordered, then we'll have issues to contend with. Okay? To that extent, we will crave that you continue to do the good work. Okay? Keep faith with the management. The commitment, to enhance the status of the organization is enormous. And the MD has always demonstrated this at every opportunity. Okay? We expect high standards of performance from each and every one of us. Without you, we will not be here. Okay? Every facet of achievement attained thus far can be traced to every one of you here. Okay? You are the industry, as a matter of fact. Okay? And I'm not grandstanding. That's the way it stands. Please, we expect that you will continue to cooperate with us. And when I say with us, you inclusive. Okay? We are one and the same family. It's a team. And the team spirit must be propagated through the hierarchy of staff so that, God willing, we will continue to move from one stride to the other.
Do not build under transmission power lines for your safety and health. Electricity power lines and substations, either for power transmission or power distribution services, are extremely dangerous when exposed to direct human contact. These power lines and substations transmit electricity that lights up our homes and offices, power our computers, TVs, and refrigerators. On the other hand, the same electricity when exposed is extremely dangerous. It can shock, electrocute, and kill anyone on its way. That is why everyone must adopt safety measures whenever we use or are close to electricity facilities like power lines or substation or transformers. For the safety of the people and animals, governments all over the world have approved way leave or right-of-way of 50 meters for 330 kV power lines and 30 meters for 132 kV power lines, and for 33 kV lines the way leave is 15 meters. People are not expected to be found within this way leave or right-of-way for safety reasons. The lines can suddenly cut and fall to the ground with very disastrous consequences such as fire and electrocution of anybody and destruction of anything, be it vehicle, houses or vegetation on its line. It has also been established that power lines and substation emit electromagnetic fields, EMF, which is dangerous to human health. The World Health Organization, WHO, has warned that people who spend long hours under or close high-tension lines stand the risk of being affected by EMF and be vulnerable to cancer, leukemia in children, miscarriages among pregnant women, and other terrible diseases. It is therefore advisable not to build any structure or operate any business under or near any electricity high-tension lines or substations. TCN wants you to stay alive, stay safe, stay healthy, avoid power lines. This message is from the management of Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria has advanced its infrastructural reforms beyond the expansion of the national power grid to focusing on improving the quality of bulk electricity transmission, says the Managing Director CEO, Mr. Usman Guru Mohammed.
Mr. Mohammed disclosed this recently when he received a delegation led by Alhaji Farouk Malami Yabo, running mate to the gubernatorial candidates of the All Progressives Congress APC in Sokoto State, Alhaji Ahmed Aliu, at the TCN corporate headquarters in Abuja. He said,
in the history of the power sector of Nigeria, we have always been talking about expanding the grid. Nobody has ever talked about the quality of the power. The first time we took concrete effort about the quality of power was this time. The first time that the MD of TCN has that kind of meter in his office was when we came in 2017. That is what they call frequency meter.
He explained to the visiting team that TCN was focused on achieving 4 things contained in the Transmission Rehabilitation and Expansion Program TREP initiative by the present management. The 4 points are frequency stability, procurement of spinning reserve, achievement of robust supervisory control and data acquisition, SCADA system, and massive investment to expand transmission infrastructure. He also informed the theme of the various projects TCN was executing to expand the transmission grid to at least 20,000 megawatts by 2021. The deputy gubernatorial candidate of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in Sokoto State in the forthcoming elections, Alhaji Farouk Malamiyabu, in his remarks commended the leadership of the Federal Ministry of Power Works and Housing and the TCN management for the giant stride in transforming the power sector. He said,
if this effort is sustained, I think in the next couple of years, Nigerians will begin to experience what other countries like South Africa and perhaps maybe North Africa, Morocco, Tunisia is experiencing in terms of power availability and power generation.
He says Sokoto State has benefited immensely from the leadership of the power sector with the commissioning of the pilot renewable energy plant in Yabo local government of the state, among others.
We can also confirm the transformation that the TCN has brought. One, fundamentally, the unbundling has really helped. The intervention of international financial agencies has also guaranteed that the funding is there, which means whatever you are determined to do, you can deliver on that. But what I'm telling you is Nigerians are beginning to feel that the power problems will be resolved. And once power issues are resolved, I think the economy is on the verge of exploding and is on the verge of growing exponentially. And that is what will create different opportunities.
Malamiyabu said, when power is fixed, the creative and agriculture sectors will benefit significantly as he lauded TCN for the power transmission expansion drive.
I am here to thank you for what Sokoto State has benefited from and for your plans for the country. And we have started seeing those plans crystallize. And I will be very, very delighted to also hear that other projects took place, which we were not privy to until this afternoon. So by the time we get that message, we will make sure that we convey it to the rest of our people so that they can acknowledge and they can express their gratitude to this administration.
We're bringing you more reports in the Power Flash segment. Please don't go away. The ongoing massive reforms and upgrade of transmission substations by the Transmission Company of Nigeria nationwide is paying off. The Assistant General Manager, AGM Transmission at Akamba Sub-Region under the Lagos region of TCN, Mr. Charles Iwuamadi, shares his experience in this interview. Stay with us.
Akamba sub-region is one of the 5 sub-regions under Lagos region. And Akamba sub-region happened to be the oldest sub-region in this network, nationwide. It is also made up of 6 substations. 132 kV substations under this Akamba 330 kV transmitting station. And we have installed capacity. We used to have an installed capacity of 600 MVA. But it has been upgraded to 660 on 132 kV level. On 330 kV level, rather. Then on 132, it used to be a 2 by 120 MVA substation, because here it's made up of both 330 and 132. It used to be 2 by 60 MVA 132 kV transformer capacity installed here.
TCN has been executing upgrades of transmission substations nationwide. Has your sub-region recorded any of it?
Indeed, past 1.5 years, give it 2 years, there has been a very tremendous improvement, installation, upgrading of this transmitting substation. The current status now is 5 by 60 MVA. In other words, additional 3 by 60 MVA, that is 180 MVA have been added into the network.
Of what impact is this upgrade of the sub-region to consumers of electricity?
At 132 kV level, where it has been upgraded and added value to, cannot stand on its own. It really have to give it out. We used to have about 5 feeders. When I mean feeders, 33 kV feeders that gets to the consumers. But now we have had to upgrade the 33 kV feeders to 9. We have 9 number 33 kV feeders now radiating to the customers. It's more than double. We used to have 4, but now we have 9. Give and take, it's more than double that has gone out to the 33 kV level. And this has actually impacted to the community where they serve. The communities that actually benefited from this. Before we used to have Badia, I think we have Adelabu. We used to have 1 feeder in Adelabu, but now we have 2 feeders for Adelabu area. And then we also have at Igomu, we used to have 1, now we have 2 feeders. Contributing that Igomu. New one has been also put up that takes care of Amuwo axis. And then the Idiaraba feeder, NRC feeder, they are communities that this has actually added value to their lives. And then Soya, it even extended to Soya. However, we still have space. This 9 number feeders now has not actually consumed the additional 3 transformers, that 180 MVA that we have added.
What is TCN doing in terms of synergy with the DISCO to ensure they can evacuate the increased bulk power capacity?
They don't have the capacity to consume what the present management of Mohammed Go has been able to drive and put into this place. So we are synergizing with them definitely to make sure they bring in more injection substation and take more of this power, because we cannot consume it. There is absolutely nothing we can do without it. And cannot be stored.
We're glad you stayed with us on this edition. It will be another revealing edition of Power Wheel next week on the same station, as we hope to see you then. This episode and the previous ones are available on our YouTube channel. You can also connect with us on these other platforms showing on your screen. Electricity is an economic driver. Do not waste it. Take a step to save energy today. I am Chiwenwa Anyanwo. Let's catch up next week.